2025 is full of surprises. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where we're talking about Snowsky Wind, which is a $20 headphone, which is a blast from the past with its retro design. And this form factor seems to be the new trend, as I have another headphone coming as well with this design theme. But before we dive deeper into what this headphone can do, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Theo for sending this unit in exchange for my honest feedback. However, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own and are not influenced by any parties. If you've been enjoying my content, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button. That will help the channel a lot and I appreciate your support. The unboxing experience is pretty straightforward, just comes with some manuals, interchangeable ear pads in a different color, and the headphone themselves. That's pretty much it. Just a quick disclaimer, I did have to get another Wind sent to me because the first unit unfortunately had distorted bass and the second one turned out to be fine. So it could be a one-off thing or it could be something Theo needs to look into in terms of QC and build quality for this headphone. Speaking of which, for the design, if you've seen the Cosperta headphones or even any retro headphones in the past, then this is essentially a travel back in time. Back to the days where headbands are just a simple piece of metal. This has its own pros and cons. For one thing, this doesn't look or feel premium and it looks as much as it costs. You get the Theo model on the side, the Snowsky brand name on the faceplate. On the pink color, it's a bit more vibrant and colorful, at least the earpad color gives it a bit more life in terms of color, but other than that, it's a very simple but fragile looking gear. And I wouldn't treat this headphone as you would treat your 70s headphone unless you don't mind spending $20 over and over again. The cable is also fixed and not interchangeable, but it comes braided so it feels just a bit more sturdy. For fit and comfort, I mean, this headphone is super lightweight so it just disappears on your head. At least it did for mine. I could barely feel it on me, if not for the cable, so I could wear this thing for hours no problem. That's very little to no clamp force. I just wish it surrounded my ears instead of resting on it, but again, nature of the design. This headphone needs surprising a lot of power. Think fat freak levels of power, so you need like a dedicated dongle or source to get this thing going, which you would never thought for something with this form factor and look. Also, due to the nature of this design, the higher volume you go, you do have a chance of this leaking out a little bit, so something to note for your consideration. The sound of the Wind is surprising, again for something at this price range. Despite not having proper seal, it's still delivering some bass impact and slam, so it's got bass. The vocals do share the same plane as the background music, but due to the nature of the design, there's a sense of width and space within the soundstage, but due to the limitation of the tuning and driver, on really busy tracks the vocal presence do get lost with all the sounds coming at you without sufficient separation. The treble performance is also on the thinner side, so depending on your source, the S's and T's from vocals can appear to be a little bit piercing. So if you're sensitive to that kind of sound, then the Wind might blow you away with its sharpness. But it's also there to cut through some of the bass that's coming through and bringing some of the finer details out from the track, but it's also with its compromises. However, even though it's unable to fully separate the sound, it's still doing what it can to hold its ground. So you still get the positions of sounds, the imaging that's happening in the left and right channel, and the vocals at dead center. I think the open sounding presentation of this headphone is what's going to surprise you. Again, we're talking about a $20 headphone. Unfortunately, I don't have much to compare with at the moment because anything above this is really a step above in your experience. And I wish I had the Cosperta headphone to compare this headphone with, maybe sometime in the future. So to sum it all up, if you just want something really lightweight, more budget alternative to the Cos headphones and still deliver competent sound, then the Snowsky Wind is a good alternative to that. However, you'd really have to like the retro headphone design and you'd have to be a little bit more careful because if you accidentally sit on this thing, I'm not sure the headband is going to hold your weight. And also, don't expect super high res sound performance, but like I said before, it's competent, especially once again for $20. However, this is based on one man's experience and I'm curious to know your thoughts. Have you tried the Snowsky Wind, or what is your favorite headphone with this kind of design and form factor? Comment below and let me know. And with that all said, thank you once again to Theo for this opportunity and to all of you for watching. Until the next video, take care and happy listening.